Good evening, Edureka. Welcome all to a webinar where you say why Amazon is the best cloud computing, or why would you select the Amazon as your preferred cloud solution. I'm your trainer Tarun Dave, and I hope you all are doing great and having a wonderful time. So I welcome again everyone, and good to see a good number of participants here today, and I hope you all would have a wonderful time today. So we are going to start now about the today's webinar. But before I start, I would like to just set up the agenda of the day. The agenda is what is Amazon? I'll give you very brief about the Amazon and why would you use the Amazon? What are the types of the cloud we are seeing right now? And why do you select the Amazon? What are the 9 special advantages we see for the Amazon? That is what we want to talk about. So we would be talking about all these aspects today. I hope my screen is visible to everyone and we are all set. Just to confirm from everyone, I hope I'm audible as well as my screen is visible to everyone, right? Perfect. Thank you all. It's been wonderful to get a response from you. Okay, so before I move on, I would like to introduce about myself and whether I'm qualified enough to get this webinar or not. So I would like to start with a few numbers about myself. I'm having almost 14 years plus of IT experience. Out of that, I would say 4+ years only in Amazon. I have conducted more than 20, now it's almost 25 Amazon workshops, classroom trainings. I'm with Edureka for more than 2 years and conducted a numerous number of workshops, trainings. And with that results, I have trained more than 700 plus IT associates, developers, architects, students trained for them. So that's just a little credential about myself, which would at least give you some assurance that, okay, the person who is sitting in front of the next side of the computer has little knowledge about the Amazon. And if you want to know who am I, this is my name is Tarun Dave. This is my email ID. Now it can be used with the tarun@edureka.co. This is my passion, and definitely Amazon is one of my passion thing. I keep on learning, exploring Amazon a lot and lot. I'm Amazon Certified Solution Architect at associate level. You can also reach me at the LinkedIn. And if you would like to share something about yourself very quickly, that would be great for me also. Okay, so I started getting some response and so good to know. Hey all. Yes, the session has started and I would like you to hear from your experience here. So I have someone with me with IBM Infosphere Architect from New York, great. Someone with me from Mumbai, cool. He seems to be beginner, but I doubt. Everybody must have some experience, so you say it's a college experience, you say it's a technology experience, you say some other experience. And I have with me PHP developer who wants to learn cloud. I have also someone from Hyderabad with me. Okay, somebody joined from Dell today, great. Somebody with 10 years of Java and JWL experience, cool, that's a great to know. Now I got a question from Ibra. He says, is it required to attend official training of Amazon for giving Amazon as a system administrator? No, to get any certification of Amazon, you don't need to go for any certificate or any certification course or anything. You can directly appear also. I have someone with me from Chennai having 9+ years of experience. The Hyderabad team comes with the experience of the master data management. Good. So good to know, and I am so heartening to know that with the people with the varying kind of experience have joined today, and we would start today for our sessions. And again, the ground rule would be one: no question is a naive question for me. You can interrupt me anytime, ask any question, any moment. So what is Amazon Web Service? I'm sure everybody would love to know about that. And to give a little story, say frankly, I'm a little storyteller. So 2002. Okay, I just got a message, so I want to confirm. Somebody says the voice is breaking. Is that only for me or for others also? Are you all able to hear me very clearly, or is it just for one person? Is my voice breaking or it's very clear to you all? Okay, Smith, it might be issue at your end because I believe everybody else is able to hear me very clearly. Okay, so I'll start with the story. In 2002, Amazon, I'm just talking about the Amazon, was the leading online retail service provider across the globe. And most of you might know Jeff Bezos, who is the CEO, and the Werner Vogels, who is the CTO, and all that were doing amazing and great job. Only worry for them was it was not able to scale beyond certain limit. When the scale requirement came, they were not able to grow beyond that, and that was hampering them. Then the team sat together and decided, and they said, okay, the best solution for us is to go everything as a decentralized way. Go for the web services way. I'm not sure how many of are aware about the web services, so praise something like that. That and remember, these are the buzzwords you are hearing today. I'm talking about the 2002. Some of you might be still in the schools, colleges, and that time the greats mentioned that we have to go with the web service way. And henceforth, I'm just talking that time Amazon only. The Amazon started moving all their infrastructure applications to the web service way. That's why it was no surprise that in 2006, when Amazon started their cloud business, they gave the name Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is world's largest or the leading or the best, whatever way you say, infrastructure as a service provider across the globe. And the way it is leading is much more than the its competitors can imagine. It is way ahead than its competitors. And one of the reason would say it is the availability of the resources or the offerings of the services. That's an humongous, and that's the reason why I sometimes say it's a virtually unlimited infrastructure. You get that. And today we are going to talk about that. Why would you select Amazon? So you would have Amazon has a number of products available. Also for the startups like you or starters who wants to explore the Amazon only, who wants to learn a little bit about the Amazon only, for them, Amazon is the best option. Amazon gives them free tier. Amazon gives them free tier. They have a 1 year free tier available. And that's where if you use within certain services, Amazon would not charge you at all. That is the best part. If you want to play with Amazon, you want to just learn with Amazon, you can do it very easily without being getting paid or charged. So why shouldn't we use the Amazon? We must. And that's what we are going to explore Amazon more. And when you go for the Amazon, you would come across a few keywords like AMI, instance, volume, snapshot. But before that, I just want to hear from all of you. Do you know, is Amazon or has anyone ever worked with Amazon? Do you have any idea about the Amazon? Okay, so one question I heard is, I'll park that question for a while. We would come to that in a while when we talk about the Amazon, because today's session is more about that section only. If somebody says how Amazon is different from Pivotal Cloud, and you would find most of the things Amazon is an ideal cloud offering, but what are the salient features of the Amazon you would like to know here? Now, what are the basic keywords of the Amazon? And one of them you would hear day in, day out would be the instance. That is nothing but a virtual machine, a virtual server you get from the cloud. Then you get a concept called the volume, which helps you to get a persistence or file system storage. If you want to take the backup of that persistent file system, you can use a concept called snapshot. If you want to make something like a ghost image, you would go with the concept of the AMI. Now I know this would be a very 30,000 feet view, and the reason I would not be able to going deep, because when you go for the real Amazon thing, you learn more, you would be going deep about those sessions, you would be going deep about those subjects or the topics more and more. Without explaining those services, it would not be making a lot of sense for you. But just to give you idea, Amazon would give you 1 year, if you want around 600 or 1 GB RAM machine, 1 year free of cost. If you want to explore, wouldn't you love that? You would. You can access from anywhere in the world. Why wouldn't you use that? And that's the Amazon power. And again, I go for another part. I'll just give you a little brief about that. What are the types of the clouds? I'm not sure if everybody knows about the cloud, but there are three major delivery models, or based on the service models, three types of clouds. One which offers the infrastructure as a service model, that is known as a IaaS. Amazon is leading there. Those infrastructure as a service model gives you virtual infrastructure like virtual compute power, virtual desktop, virtual server, virtual networking. Those are the virtual storage. You would be offered a infrastructure service as a cloud offering. That's where the IaaS comes in a picture. In a platform as a service model, you get different kind of a platforms. Now, what is a platform here? Everybody tries to define platform in their own terminology. The biggest difference with the platform would be here it manages lots of your tasks on behalf of you. For example, when you create an application and you want to host in cloud, after development you need to deploy on cloud, you need to manage there, you need to scale up, you need to take the backup, you need to plan for the disaster recovery, everything you would be planning for that. If there is a service available which would take care of all these tasks and you need to focus only on the development, wouldn't that make your life so easy? It must. And that's why we have a service called platform as a service model, where a platform is offered to you. Google App Engine, Windows Azure, Force.com, those are the popular example of that. And in a SaaS model, it is more like a Geoffrey Boycott who says, even my mama can do that. You don't worry what is underlying infrastructure, you don't worry what is underlying the platform, you don't worry how it's being handled. You just use the software as a service model. Best example is a Google Docs, Gmail, Salesforce, Office 365, Oracle NetSuites are ready to use services. You don't need to worry. Dropbox, everything is ready to use. You don't need to worry. A software is offered as a service way. So in the Gmail case, a email software is offered as a service. In a Google Docs, a document management system is offered as a service. In a Salesforce, a CRM is offered as a service. So here something is offered to you in a service way. That's a SaaS, PaaS, and AWS models. And as we know, Amazon is having offerings in each and every of part. If you go, Amazon would give you various kind of options, like it can offer you for the SaaS, PaaS, and AWS, all three. Sorry, I skipped the slide one more time. Now, we would come to know, considering Amazon is there, considering Amazon is ruling the world, considering Amazon has everything, still I'm sure everybody would say, what is so special about Amazon? Why would I use Amazon? What is the difference between Amazon and the pivotal cloud? And this is where our session today focus is more about. We will try to understand a few advantages of Amazon which might help you understand Amazon in a better way. Amazon offers you elastic and pay as you go infrastructure. Now a question for everyone. If you want to install Oracle on Linux machine, how much time would it take for you? Around, roughly. Any guess? Anyone would like to share your views? Okay, so somebody says 6 hours. One answer is, again, I'm not saying cloud, just in a generic. If you want to install Oracle on a Linux machine, how much time would it take? Okay, one answer says 4 hours, some says 2 days. Or I will ask you another question. If you want to host a Apache website with Apache, how much time would it take? Just hosting. I'm not asking the development part. If you want to host a website with Apache, which can be accessed through internet anywhere, some IP kind of a scenario, how much time would it take? Any rough idea? Somebody says 1 hour. Any other guess? What if I tell you I can host a website on Amazon with just 5 minutes? Would you believe me? I'll tell you, I'll get you the Linux machine with Oracle with maximum 10 minutes. It might be 5 minutes also. Wouldn't you love that? On top of that, I would go and add the things. You know, it's just not getting that. It's a on demand. So today you want, you get it. Tomorrow you don't want, dispatch it. Third day you want, get it. Or you can access from anywhere in the world. The biggest advantage would be you would be paying only for the hours you are using it. If you terminate, you would not pay for that. If you use for 8 hours, you just pay for 8 hours. Wouldn't you love that? SAP HANA, which is one of the costliest software for analytics using SAP, if I tell you you can get with just $2 an hourly rate, including license, what would be your reaction? That's the power of Amazon. It offers you elastic and pay as you go infrastructure, which would ensure that you, whenever the requirement increases, it would meet that requirement. Whenever the requirement decreases, it would decrease automatically. Everything automatically. Scalable and the most cost effective because it's a pay as you go model. Wouldn't you love that? So that's your Amazon. Elastic and pay as you go infrastructure. Now, with this, we would focus more on the key 9 topics where Amazon leads the market by margins and margins. That would be the agenda of the day. Why Amazon? But any doubts or questions till now? Any thoughts? Good question from Nrusimha. He says, what types of services can we store in Amazon Cloud? Amazon, rather I would park that just for a while. One of the slides would be answering that question. Okay. So why would you choose Amazon? Best pricing model. Have you ever thought like you love the electricity because it gives you the power, electricity, but it charges you only for the thing you consume. Now, if you need an infrastructure of 40 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk, now you have two options available. One option says, see, if you want to use for daily 10 hours, I would charge you 50 cents an hour, so $5 per day. You pay me only $5. That's it per day. So as many days you are using, you would be paying for that. As many hours you are using, it would pay. So instead of 10, you use 11, pay me 5.5. Instead of 10, you use 2, pay me only $1. Continue as long as you want. There is another model where someone says, see, you need 40 GB RAM, 500 GB hard disk, pay me $5,000 upfront. Now whether you use or don't use, I don't care. Procure it. Which one you love? Which one you love? Obviously, first one, because it gives you so much flexibility. Whenever you want to use, you use it. Whenever you don't want to use, you don't use it. Then I'm sure you would think, but if I have a 24/7 running, what would I do? Wouldn't I go for second one? You're right. If you're going to run something 24/7, wouldn't the 5,000 be cheaper in some days? It might be some cases. What if I tell you, if you want to, if you are sure that you are going to run for 1 year, I would give you 30% discount in my rate. You need to give me assurance. You would go for second one, first one. Again, same model where instead of hourly way, I tell you, you pay me upfront $3,000. That's it. You don't need to worry. Use whole year 24/7. That's also Amazon offers. So Amazon has a innovative pricing models. I would say four kind of a pricing model would work for you here. First is on demand. On demand, whatever hours you run, it would charge you on a hourly basis. In second case, reserved instance, where you procure Amazon infrastructure for 1 year, and Amazon would give you almost 30 to 40% of the discount on hourly rate price. 40% discount. You go for third option, where you go and bid for the unutilized Amazon resources. Amazon would have a huge number of unutilized resources, and you can go and bid like eBay kind of a thing, and you would get a much cheaper rate. That's also one option. What about free usage? You can also use free. Fourth option is free usage tier. If you use for 1 year within certain capacity and certain specifications, you would not pay anything to Amazon. Isn't that great? Different kind of a pricing models as per your requirement. Who would offer you that? So that's why Amazon leads in the pricing model race. Now, somebody just asked me the question, what kind of a service does Amazon offer? And I would tell you, what kind of a IT infrastructure service do you want? Amazon would have that kind of offering. Do you want virtual server? Amazon has. Do you need load balancer? Amazon has. Do you need security kind of thing? Amazon has. Do you need something for the mobile application? Amazon has. Do you need something for the analytics? Amazon has. Do you need something for the storage? Amazon has. Do you need for the document management? Amazon has. You name the services. Hadoop, Amazon has. Big data, Amazon has. Database, Amazon has. NoSQL, Amazon has. Domain name, Amazon has service. You think of the service, DevOps, Amazon has. You think of Amazon would have that kind of a service. And that's why it differentiates from the its peers or competitors. No one has so many big portfolio. 40, almost 43 services. Humongous number of services which makes it apart from the all its competitors. It's an omnipresence. And that's why I said it's a virtually, or as I would say, it's a massively scalable infrastructure. It is having 11 data centers across the globe. Rather, 11 regions or 11 areas where it is having data center. In total, 26 data centers it is having. As per Gartner, Amazon has 5 times more utilized capacity than total of its all 14 major competitors. Gartner has publicly acknowledged this. Even Amazon says in 2004 they were somewhere around $7 billion company. In 2004 they were $7 billion company. That required Amazon.com required X number of infrastructure. You can imagine it might be 100, 200, 300 kind of a infrastructure it must need it. Today, Amazon is adding similar number of infrastructure every day in their facility. For all Indians, good news is by 2016, Amazon would have its data center in India too. So Nursima has a good question. I'll come to that in a while. Point number 4. It's a very secure thing. People worry to go to cloud because they worry for the security. And Amazon has a numerous security mechanisms. Amazon says we are giving you all the options. Now it's up to you You implement that. So Amazon says it's a shared data model where responsibility is shared between Amazon and the end user. They both can use it. Greatest advantage is, or the biggest advantage would be, it is having all the right resources. You need private scenarios, you need hybrid scenarios, you need key pairs, you need encryptions. Amazon would have that offering. It's up to you to use that and ensure that it works perfectly for you. Every day, I won't say every day is the right word, every year, Amazon keeps adding a new and new services. This year, almost Amazon has introduced almost 4 to 5 new services every year, and they have the biggest event which happens in October, November at Vegas, which they call it reInvent. The fourth reInvent may happen this October, November, and you would anticipate more 4 to 5 offerings that month. Before their competitors can think of, Amazon delivers. You name, Amazon delivers. And with this kind of a huge scale, with kind of a huge number of offerings, with kind of a flexibility, Amazon has built a great ecosystem too. There are so many companies who are offering only Amazon specific solutions, like N2WS. They are one of the backup solutions only offering Amazon's based backups. There is a Cloud Academy who provides the certification preparations, trainings, and all that for the Amazon. Also, there is, if you like App Store, Play Store kind of a case, you want to make your own thing and sell on Amazon as a offering to someone your own software, you can do that. Amazon has a marketplace for that. And due to this ecosystem, if you have doubts, you want to learn something, you want to create something, you would have the thousands of people ready to help you, uh, millions of people or millions of articles to help you enrich your knowledge. Huge kind of ecosystem would suffice most of your requirements. That's the power of, because no one can survive independently. Amazon doesn't say that I am omnipresent, doesn't mean that I am working alone. I have a huge ecosystem build which would keep running across the globe and would solve all your problems. And it's a transparency brings it. It would have the best of the billing mechanism where every 4 to 6 hours the bills are updated. It gives you alarms, alerts for any kind of unutilized usage. You can always see, check your balance, very clearly, thoroughly define how much it charges you, what way it charges you. Plus, if you want to learn, you want to go through, they have the very nice documentation available, huge number of services available, and the most important, I tell you, one of the most generous people I've heard. Amazon is the best in class customer service. I myself has witnessed minimum 15 incidents, minimum 15 I'm telling you, where some of in from my organization did not follow the right security mechanism and his security was compromised. His security was compromised such a way some hacker used his network, instance network, to bypass his all the traffic. That has caused the person to pay almost 500 to $5,000 more. And in almost all cases, when the person has raised a request, Amazon has reverted back money to them. Who would give you? You did not follow any instruction given by them. You did not take care of the right risk for security. Though you were at the fall, Amazon is generous enough to give you back the credit because for them, customer is more important. And that's where the customer service comes in. They have the various kind of a dedicated paid customer models, which would be taking care of the most of the things. They would have a best of the class resources to help you solve your problems. They have paid free kind of a business services also. Everything you want they have, and that's why They have the top-notch clients across the globe. You think for the best, Netflix on Amazon, Amazon.com itself on Amazon, Pinterest on Amazon, Dropbox on Amazon, Airbnb on Amazon, Redbus on Amazon, Paytm on Amazon, NDTV on Amazon. Most of the, even Instagram was on Amazon also before. Zynga was also on Amazon. You name the things, they would be there. It's a trusted brand. People love the Amazon over there. People have the best of the thing, right? Just a moment. So, what do you want? It is everything. And that's why you should choose Amazon. Think to build your career in Amazon. Why not Amazon? This is the time you should not ask why Amazon. You should ask why not Amazon. How can I build my career in Amazon? How can you grow myself? If I am looking for any career change, if I am looking for any technical change, if I am looking for an lucrative job change, why not Amazon? So I'm getting a few questions and I would answer all that in a while. Don't worry, I would take up all that. And that's what the fast facts are. As per Forbes, there are 3.9 million jobs affiliated to cloud computing alone. And when you think cloud computing, how can you forget Amazon? Amazon is the leader. It's a king of the cloud. You have the, it's part of the 6 hottest jobs across the globe. Why not you think for a cloud? This is the global demand of the cloud across the globe. With this smart city announcement today, you are going to get more and more things in the India also in the cloud. Now, where would you go from here? What would you choose? We welcome you all to Edureka. We are one of the leading provider of the training services for the various topics. One of the core fundamental for Edureka is Amazon Web Service, where, as I'm saying, I'm taking sessions for more than last 2 years, and we keep on taking the more and more sessions for that. Also, how would we help you? Amazon has a three kind of a certification services: cloud developer, system operation, and cloud administrator. Where would we help you? Edureka, our curriculum is designed to help you for the cloud architect level. We have designed our curriculum which would meet almost 90% plus topics of the cloud architects level. We would prepare you, we would give you the hands-on material, we would teach you, we would show you the demos. How would you prepare for solution architect exam? Does it mean we only prepare you for the solution architect? No. Though our curriculum is designed for that, but the base or all services are same, whether you are going for the architect level, whether you are going for a developer level exam, or you are going for a sysop level exam. Everyone would have a similar kind of a service. Yes, the job or functionality or activity you perform might be different. Otherwise, it's a completely same. So with this is just a brief demo about a brief overview about what is Amazon, why Amazon, what you can do for that. And now I open forum for everyone for the question answer. I see I have lots of questions. I'll start with them. Do keep sending your questions and I would like to hear from you. How did you find it? How did you find the session? So Nusima had a question. What types of service can we store in Amazon? I think Nusima, now I answered your question. He has another doubt. Is Amazon Web Service same as API? Very good question, Nusima. Thing is different. Amazon offers various kind of a ways to access the cloud service. It can be through Amazon Management Console. it can be through the application code, it can be through the API levels or web services level, or even through command line tool also. You can do that. So Indira says, can we see an example document on cloud, please? How it's stored? Frankly speaking, see, cloud, Amazon has a huge number of offering. For storage, it would have a different offering. For server, it would have a different offering. For load balancing, it would have a different offering. For security, it would have a different offerings. And in case if you join our sessions, we would be able to demonstrate each and every service, rather most important service, in detail over there. Unfortunately, considering the time constraint and whatever we have limitation, we would not be able to go deep with the demos part. But as I assured you, there would be a things where you can perform with the cloud. Amazon has all the options you want to perform that. So in there is another question, how much time is required to learn this course with perfection? See, now the perfection is a very relative word. We have a 10 module course which happens every weekend. So it's a 5-week course. As well as we would be performing lots of hands-on, we would be doing lots of deep down. It also requires a little practice from your end also. And I won't say little, it would require much more practice from your end, because unless you practice, unless you perform, you would not be able to achieve that. So with this, you would be able to achieve lots of things, but yeah, you need to practice. We would ensure you have the right path, you have the right guidelines, you have the right training available, where you don't feel anything novice, you feel much and much comfortable with this. Radhika has a question, how does Amazon and Hadoop work together? A good point. Amazon offers managed Hadoop offering called Elastic MapReduce. So you can just start using Elastic MapReduce as a Hadoop offering, it would work for. Apart from that, Amazon has a machine learning for big data analytics. Amazon has a NoSQL data offering for storing a big data. Amazon has a data warehousing service also. So it would have a various service also for that. Another question, is Amazon developed using Java? Amazon was developed using a hypervisor tool called Zen open source hypervisor. Now, whatever the service Amazon is using, that they don't provide what kind of a backend or the background logic they have written with. That unfortunately Amazon does not inform or provide the information. I still believe it would be a polyglot kind of a thing where it would be using multiple technology and not single technology it would be using that. One question from Nursima, can I know what type of operating system does Amazon Cloud supports? If you launch a virtual server, Amazon supports almost all server class machines, including Windows 2010, Windows 2012, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, all that. Yeah, it doesn't support, I have not seen HP Linux and Mac servers. Those are not available. Otherwise, almost all are available. Omkar has a question. For someone with IBM integration architect experience, what is the starting point in Amazon ecosystem? I mean Amazon developer or system operation. A very good point. If you have, I believe, Omkar, you have a more than 5+ years of experience. You can start with the architecture level thing, where you learn Amazon services. You know how it is working, and which of the services are best useful for you to use. So once you clear more on the architecture perspective, I'm sure you can use the developer or system very easily with that, right? Nosim has a question. Who is the what is the competition for Amazon Cloud? Google has a Google Compute Engine. Windows has a Windows Azure. IBM started something with the Blue Mix. Uh, those are the major offerings, I would say, the competitors of the Amazon. The three bigs are the Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. I think I just answered the same question. What are the alternatives for Amazon? These are the same answer for that, right? Any other questions or doubts? A very good question from Sandeep. What is the difference between virtual private cloud and a private cloud? Frankly, virtual private cloud is an offering from Amazon which would help you to make its own subnets, private net, not the private cloud, but private networking kind of a setup. While private cloud is a cloud offering which is entitled for a single organization or a single tenant itself. So they both are different. I would say we can't compare that. It's like a apple to oranges kind of a case. VPC is more like a networking kind of a case, which is one of the Amazon offering name. Right, Sandeep? So Narasimha says, is Pivotal falls under VMware, which is infrastructure type cloud? Frankly, I don't know about the Pivotal. Sorry, Narasimha, I'm not yet about that Pivotal. So I would not be able to answer on that. Radhika says, what are the prerequisites to learn Amazon? I would say only two prerequisites are enthusiasm and passion for the cloud. That would suffice you. You don't need to know any kind of a technology background. You would be able to learn if you have those two things. I think in there I just answered your point also. Right? So Himanshu has a question. Is Amazon, there is S3 technology used to store and retrieve data, but in Hadoop, it's different architects. So how they both work together? S3 is more for the storage system. Hadoop is for the parallel processing. It's an algorithm, right? Amazon offers Elastic MapReduce, that's an offering, or the Hadoop implementation from the Amazon. Now, it can store its output in Amazon S3 or it can extract the data from Amazon S3 also. Hadoop uses HDFS. It can use the Amazon S3 also as a file system over there. You can also set up your own Hadoop on Amazon EC2. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So I would like to hear from you. What's your feedback? How did you like the things? Your take on the session? So Omkar says, is Java necessary to learn on Amazon? Omkar, I just mentioned, right? You don't need to know any technology. Still, you would be able to work with Amazon. So don't worry. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed the sessions. If you have no more questions, then we can end. And thanks Omkar for feedback. Thanks Indira for the feedback. And I'm sure if you join, if you happen to join our curriculum, you would learn much more. We start with the what is cloud computing, basic about the cloud computing, and then we will go deep down about Amazon various services. So I hope this would be helpful for you. So one question is, what kind of data is stored using Amazon? You can store any kind of a data. As I mentioned, database, static content, file systems, whatever you want to store, Amazon is offering. So she says, is there a limit on size of the data? Frankly, when you go for that service, there would be limitations. There might be that you need to do that time because each and every service might have their own kind of a limitation. Sometimes it may not be, but that depends on the each and every service. Perfect. I'm not sure if you join or not, but if you join again, hope we would meet again and you would have a wonderful learning journey with Amazon. Till then, it's a bye-bye from my end. Have a good night and have a good day to all people who are from the other part of the world. Hope you all had a great time. Thanks all for joining. Keep learning, keep enjoying. Goodbye.